That's right, we are in Japan, and one of the main reasons we came here is to go to Fuefuki, and that is to experience the town that Persona 4 was based on, and we're finally here.
Alright, where's the gas station where I get my powers at?
Well, I found Junes.
Oh, I found Junes.
Every day is great. Alright, we're fucking idiots, that's what we are. That's what we fucking are. Alright, hello everyone. We are officially now in the town of Fuefuki, which is close. I think we're what, like a 10-minute walk of that? I think. From the actual thing. But we are at Iwa Onsen Station, and we're now here. We're just here. Look, it's beautiful. We're out in the countryside, nice and peaceful. Probably the most loud thing in the area, but that's fine. But it's nice. And it's a nice change of pace from what we've been in the last couple days. Very, very cool. So we're gonna explore this town, see what it has to offer. I have the 360 going right there. So we'll see what we find. So at the time while we were there, I was joking that Aeon Mall was Junes. Well, actually, it really was the basically comparison for Junes at the time there, and it's still there. So we also couldn't find Iwasawa Station, which we found something else with basically the newer version of it. And well, here's one of the posts that I was going based off of. I can't even find the original post. It was somewhere on Japanese 2chan or something the equivalent, where it showed the different locations and such. So this was the info I was going off of, and even now I can't even find this post anymore. If you can find it, let me know in the comments below, link it, do something, because I would really love this, actually go back and look at this. And when I go back in next year or the year after, I would love to be able to go to these places. And well, we're just going to start walking around and see what we can find. And I'll start giving a little bit of facts later on.
Sounds a great travel park.
Now you hate me. Don't lie.
That was good. That was not bad to be around that. Yeah, probably. I mean, we travel together now. We're travel partners.
So we're actually walking to Fuefuki. That's where we're walking. We got a 20-minute walk. But we don't mind, because it's nice out. There's lots of things to see. We're currently in an onsen town, which makes more sense now I'm thinking about it. But we're on our way to Fuefuki, and then we'll see all the different things. And we might even be able to ride a train out the back here, which would be kind of cool. I don't think I'd ever drive here. Or if I do, I'm going to get a K-truck and just have it parked somewhere.
Honestly, in the country, it's probably not that hard to drive. It's more in the city.
Yeah, it's more so the city.
And the city, I would never have to drive because there's trains everywhere.
There's an old drugstore that's closed.
Oh, something so nostalgic about it. I never lived here. That would be a problem. Although, yeah.
There's some fish.
Catch it. My phone now. Like my video recording on everything.
Another thing I didn't realize while I was there, this river right here is the Samegawa River, where you can catch the river monster and do a bunch of other things. So this is just another location. The water's so clear. Even though there's some trash in there, it's still clear. So here are some fun facts about Fuefuki. As of 2020, the population of the city is over 67,000 and just half in houses. So, it's about a dense population of 340 people per kilometer. And it was actually on the population increase as of 2000. But then there's been a slow decrease over the last couple of years. The climate is actually pretty nice around that area, and the whole area as a whole is kind of a little bit historic, and they have a bunch of different things. But then Fuefuki absorbed a village, which also increased the population of the city. Overall, this is a nice, beautiful countryside city where you can just take a break from Tokyo and just enjoy life and enjoy the locals, as well as good food of the area. So we stopped at a temple, and this is the one from the game itself, Inari Shrine. As you can see, the section where you actually go up to the fox is right here. Obviously, it's not one-to-one scale of the game, but it's the side of the main temple. I already paid my respects, paid my offering. So did Murad. Don't worry, he won't be cursed. And unfortunately, they're not there, so we can't get a wish board. I would like to buy one for myself, but it is okay. We have the memories, and that's what matters. Yeah, it's a nice little place. You can tell they have events and stuff here. Really nice. And then that's like the donor board and stuff, and that's the place where you would buy the boards and stuff. But I'm not here during the times that, you know, they're supposed to be open. And I better leave before I destroy anything by accident. You know, my bumbling butt. So I gotta make sure I leave before I destroy anything. But yeah, that was the shrine. It's really nice. So let's keep on walking. Now, let me tell you some cool in-game facts about Inaba itself. It's a rural town in Japan and the central area in which the game takes place, obviously. It's where the protag moves to when his parents goes overseas and leaving him with his maternal uncle, which he is amazing. I love Dojima. I actually look up to him as a person. He's a single father who tries really hard to raise his daughter. He's really inspiring. But according to the old man who often stands near the shrine, Inaba's history began as a coal mining town. The influx of miners was the reason why it managed to actually develop into the kind of town it is, well, today in the game. It may have been traveled by train to, you know, that also caused it to grow up, but there's some other big cities nearby, and you end up actually going to travel in their surrounding the surrounding cities in the area, and it's actually really kind of cool. Another cool fun fact is because the city is so small, all the rumor kind of, like, all the gossip and everything, it kind of spreads really, really fast, and, well, that's just the power of a small town for you. It's like 2 feet from each other. There's a lot of gods, right? Oh, this one's huge. The area by the river that we're walking up to has a bunch of parks alongside a lot of sitting areas, as well as rental places where you can just rent fishing gear. That way you don't have to own it or carry it all the way, you know, to the river. You can just go to these places, rent it, and they can give you bait and everything else you would need. This area is very stunning, and I'm going to say that over and over again. You want to go down to the waterfront? So we're at the spot, one of the places that you can go fishing in the game. And then over there, hey Murad, you can see over there, but that's where you go stand. We're gonna have a nice little lunch. This nice view. I mean, look at that. I'm gonna even zoom in. Look at that nice, beautiful view. We were talking about if we moved to Japan, would we rather live in Tokyo or out in the country? Even though I would have to like scramble and like really learn how to speak Japanese, I really think something like this would be better. Because Tokyo, while you can get away with a lot of things, it's so jam-packed, so much stuff going on. But in the countryside, it's just a different pace. And it's kind of like, you know, it's the same for the United States. City, very busy. Out, when you move out into the boonies and suburbs and stuff like that, a lot slower. But the problem is you can't walk everywhere. Like here, you can walk everywhere. And public transportation is, you know, functional.
What's happening?
so adorable.
Oh, baby fire.
Too close where I fall in, but
This is supposed to be cool.
so clear. What the fuck? It's beautiful, man. Just a future. We sat here for what, 30 minutes? Something like that? Yeah, just taking in the scenery. It's nice. Well, let's start heading to Fuefuki for real. We've been in all the other little cities connected to it. So we just had our first local interaction. God, that sounds so bad, but we just had an old man come to us and start talking about the area and what he does. And he did for years. He went down to the river and fished and did some fly fishing and caught stuff by hand and did stuff like that. And he like interacted with the birds and such. Try to, save the species. Then he asked us about the education system in America and Trump and everything else. We did our best. We did horrible, but we did okay. We tried. That was the big thing. We tried.
Like when you brought out he like was so happy.
Yeah. I know a little bit of Japanese.
Very small.
Sensei Melina will be happy if she ever sees the video. But yeah, now we got to go back across. This will probably get some good views. But this has been a nice little different experience from Tokyo. People a lot more friendly out here. Yes. Yeah, look at that view. So, like I mentioned before, we ran into an old man who we actually ended up running into a couple times, which I'll mention later on in the video. But he was really cool. He told us that we just missed the festival where they intervened and did stuff with the local wildlife and things of that nature. It was just really cool to sit down and use what Japanese I knew to interact with this very amazing and cool, chill old man. But let me give you some more info on Inaba and its, relative IRL location, Fuefuki. The station that I was looking for, the Yasun Inaba station, was torn down in 2016. AKA the station we went into and arrived at was the brand new one, like I mentioned at the very beginning. And we don't know. They say the station is still there, but I have no idea where actually the station is. But essentially, they just relocated it somewhere else in the city, and I have no idea where. And don't worry, when I go back next year, or 2027, or whenever I go back, I'm going to go look for it.
Did you get him in your video?
No, I didn't. I was just ending.
That was nice.
That was funny.
That was the old man we met, and then we found him.
Again. And then found him 30 minutes later. I think he might be following us.
He's trying to keep it safe. He knows we're a workforce.
He knows we're not from here. Because that's the...
Well, it makes sense. Turned, and then we...
Yeah, we just did a big square. Yeah, well... Oh, bottles. There you go. This is what you do here, okay? Alright. Yep, and there's the shrine over there. It's a church. Or it looks like a church. There's a bell and everything. unfortunately, we couldn't find any more spots, and considering the last evidence recorded was 14 years ago, a lot of stuff has changed. There's a lot of water under there. But yeah, so that was a little walkthrough of Fuefuki and the surrounding area. We're gonna go to Omega Don Quixote, see what we can find. I'll probably show some clips, but that's pretty much the video of checking out Fuefuki, the city of Persona 4. What inspired Persona 4. Very nice, quaint little town. Met an old man a couple times, actually. We just kept running into him, which is kind of funny. Very sweet old man. But yeah, well, if there's any clips from Don Quixote, here they are. But if you like what you saw, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all later.
Oh, it's a
nightstick.
yeah.
I have one already. A king blade. Donkey, 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 donkey.